In Stoicism, true self-worth is not based on external validation, material success, or fleeting emotions. Instead, it is rooted in self-mastery, rational thought, and inner tranquility. The Stoics believed that our value is determined by our character and virtue, not by the opinions of others or circumstances beyond our control. Loving yourself in the Stoic way means living in accordance with wisdom, discipline, and resilience, without seeking recognition or praise. Here are 7 silent Stoic actions that demonstrate love for your true worth. Number 1. Setting and enforcing healthy boundaries with wisdom. The Stoics taught that we should control what is within our power and let go of what is not. This includes our personal boundaries. Setting limits is not selfish. It is an act of wisdom. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." By refusing to be swayed by the expectations of others, you demonstrate self-respect. A Stoic does not allow their energy to be drained by toxic relationships or unnecessary obligations. They simply and calmly enforce boundaries, not out of anger, but out of self-discipline and clarity. 2. Caring for your mind and body with discipline. Epictetus emphasized self-discipline, stating, "No man is free who is not master of himself." A Stoic understands that their body and mind are tools that must be maintained with care. Caring for yourself does not mean indulging in fleeting pleasures. It means nourishing your body with good food, strengthening it with exercise, and keeping your mind sharp through learning and meditation. A Stoic does not brag about their self-care routine. They simply maintain it with quiet consistency. 3. Walking away from what no longer serves virtue. A Stoic does not cling to what is harmful, nor do they lament what they must leave behind. Seneca wrote, "Associate with those who will make a better man of you. Welcome those whom you yourself can improve." If a relationship, job, or habit does not align with your highest self, you let it go, not with resentment, but with peace. Walking away is not a sign of weakness. It is an affirmation that your time and energy are too valuable to be wasted on what does not contribute to your virtue. 4. Investing in self-growth without seeking praise. A Stoic seeks wisdom daily, not to impress others, but to refine their character. They read, reflect, and engage in practices that develop their patience, courage, and clarity. Seneca advised, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." True self-growth happens in silence. You do not need to announce your progress or seek approval. Your improved actions and mindset will speak for themselves. 5. Keeping your promises to yourself with integrity. A Stoic values discipline and personal integrity above all. When you set a goal, you follow through, not because of external pressure, but because you respect yourself. Epictetus reminded us, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." If you promise yourself to wake up early, to meditate, or to remain calm in difficult situations, you honor that promise. Keeping your word to yourself builds unshakable inner strength. 6. practicing gratitude and acceptance. Without complaints, a Stoic does not lament what they lack or dwell on what has gone wrong. Instead, they find gratitude in what they have and accept life's hardships with grace. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Dwell on the beauty of life, watch the stars, and see yourself running with them." True self-love is the ability to be content, even in difficult circumstances. A Stoic does not seek sympathy or complain about their struggles. They simply acknowledge reality and focus on what they can control. 7. Choosing yourself daily by living. According to virtue, above all, a Stoic chooses to live in alignment with wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Every decision is made with intention, ensuring that their actions reflect their highest values. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." Choosing yourself does not mean indulging in selfish desires. It means committing to a life of purpose, discipline, and integrity. Each day, a Stoic silently reaffirms their worth by acting in a way that honors their true nature. They do not need applause or validation. Their virtue is its own reward. Conclusion: the quiet strength of Stoic self-love. Loving yourself. The Stoic way is not about affirmations or grand gestures. It is about daily, disciplined action. It is about enforcing boundaries with wisdom, maintaining health with discipline, walking away from negativity without drama, and growing silently without seeking validation. A Stoic keeps their promises, practices gratitude, and chooses virtue above all. They do not need to declare their self-worth because their actions already prove it. Part 6. Overcoming obstacles. Handling negativity. Ignore the noise. Haters, doubters, and negative people are inevitable. The solution? Ignore them. They don't matter. Use it as fuel. Let doubt and criticism drive you, not deter you. Staying motivated. Intrinsic motivation. Focus on the internal rewards of growth and mastery, rather than external validation. Visualization. Regularly visualize your ideal life, not just the outcomes, but the daily work required to get there. Silence in human relationships can be a powerful tool of communication. When someone stops talking to you, it can signify many things: hurt, disappointment, or even a hidden agenda. In certain situations, this silence may not just be an emotional response, but a form of deception. Understanding when and why someone withdraws from communication can reveal hidden truths about relationships, trust, and manipulation. The psychology behind silence. Human interactions are built on communication, whether verbal or nonverbal. Silence is a form of nonverbal communication that can either signify peace or conflict. In cases where someone deliberately stops talking, it can indicate avoidance, guilt, or an attempt to manipulate a situation in their favor. Silence can also be a way for someone to control the narrative, making the other person question their actions, feelings, or worth. When silence equals deception. Not all silence is deceitful, but in many cases when someone suddenly cuts off communication, it could indicate hidden motives. Here are some common reasons why someone might stop talking to deceive you. 1. Avoiding accountability. A person who has wronged you might stop talking to you to avoid admitting their mistakes. Instead of addressing the issue, they choose silence as a defense mechanism. 2. Guilt and concealment. When someone has done something unethical or dishonest, they may avoid conversations to prevent revealing their wrongdoing. Their silence is an effort to keep the truth hidden. 3. Manipulation and emotional control. Some individuals use silence as a tool to control others emotionally. By withdrawing communication, they make the other person feel insecure, forcing them to seek closure or chase after them. 4. Breaking a connection without confrontation. Instead of facing a difficult conversation, people sometimes choose silence to end relationships without explanation. This avoidance allows them to escape any responsibility for the emotional damage caused. 5. Creating misdirection. In some cases, a person might stop talking to divert attention from the real issue. By going silent, they make you focus on their absence instead of their actions. The emotional impact of silence. When someone we care about suddenly stops talking to us, it can be emotionally devastating. The lack of closure and clarity can lead to self-doubt, anxiety, and emotional turmoil. People often blame themselves, wondering if they did something wrong, when in reality the silence may be a form of manipulation or deception by the other party. How to handle deceptive silence. If you suspect someone is using silence to deceive or manipulate you, here are ways to handle it effectively. 1. Do not chase closure. If someone has intentionally stopped talking to deceive you, seeking closure might only give them more control. Accept that their silence speaks volumes about their character. 2. Focus on actions, not words. Instead of overanalyzing their silence, look at their past actions. If their behavior has been inconsistent or manipulative, their silence may be another tactic in their pattern. 3. Set boundaries. If silence is being used as a form of emotional manipulation, setting clear boundaries can protect your mental well-being. Do not allow someone's lack of communication to dictate your emotions. 4. Communicate openly with trusted people. If you are struggling with someone's silence, talk to a friend, family member, or counselor. Gaining an outside perspective can help you understand the situation more clearly. 5. Move forward with self-respect. Do not allow someone's decision to stop talking to you make you feel unworthy. Value yourself enough to walk away from situations where communication is used as a weapon. Conclusion. While silence can be a form of emotional expression, it can also be a tool of deception. When someone stops talking to you without explanation, it is crucial to evaluate their intentions. Are they avoiding responsibility? Are they manipulating you? Are they hiding something? Understanding the psychology behind silence can help you navigate relationships wisely and protect yourself from emotional harm. Instead of being hurt by deceptive silence, use it as an opportunity to recognize who truly values open and honest communication in your life.